We're here.
We're live. What's going on, everyone? Sorry for the delay. Technical difficulties. Welcome to the stream, per usual. Back with Cantina Jargon, episode
39. Looks like an 8, but I promise you it's a 9.
I thought it was 39 last time. Are we not at
38.
40? Okay, 39 this time.
I had to double check too.
Kayen Cantina Talk.
What's going on?
And big news, number one, before we even do anything. Kayen is over 100,000 subscribers.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that happened.
Huge. Yeah. Absolutely huge. Congrats. Number one. We were talking about this like when you hit like 20 or 30,000. You're like, my goal is like 100,000 by the end of the year. I'm like, I think you can get there, dude. It's October.
Yeah, so my goal was to do it by Christmas. Well, my original goal was to do it by next year by the time Daredevil Born Again came out, or roughly around that time.
There's celebration. No, but I mean, yeah, you're gonna be at 200K by then.
No, I don't think that, dude. Not at all.
I do. I really believe in you, man. I believe in you, and I think it's possible. Daredevil Born Again. There's a release date, right?
Yeah, March 4th, I believe, or 3rd.
March 4th.
The original release date was February 21st last year, so I'm glad that we're sticking with that time frame because Brave New World comes out 2 weeks before. So it's like, sorry, it comes out on the 14th. So like it's it'll be back to back. It'll be nice. I'm excited.
Yeah, and then I think that also pretty much solidifies that we are getting Endor 2 in May.
Oh, 100%. We're probably gonna get a trailer. I'd assume Super Bowl, but probably even Christmas. Like by Christmas time. I mean, I would assume whenever Skeleton Crew ends, 2 weeks after that is when the trailer will drop. So whenever that date is, that's typically how they do it. They wait 2 weeks, and then
what the fuck is this? Yeah. Okay. See ya. I don't know. Jerk off Ahsoka. Ahsoka?
You can't even spell
or
it right.
Osha. I don't know if you're talking about Acolyte or fucking like Ahsoka shit. Dude, I don't see ya.
I had a community post and some kid was like, it was about Daredevil in his suits, and some kid got upset and started saying that like I hate George Lucas Star Wars. I was like, if you want to debate Star Wars, I'll be live at 7:30 p.m. You can come debate it live with us.
Is this him?
No, this isn't him, but this is just some kid probably from like a community post. But I'm just saying like, because I just changed all my videos to send it now to this. So all my shorts, so everyone will be coming up for shorts.
Nice. We'll get some people coming up. Clark,
we're gonna get some excitement today. That's all it's gonna be.
Get some interesting characters. I don't even know what this guy is on about.
I have no clue either. Like at this point, I'm looking back and just watching and just being like, how is this coming about? Like, I'm watching the journey.
Yeah. No, dude. I mean, the more and more your channel gets exposure and stuff, the more you're going to come across interesting.
I'm ready for it.
Things.
Come at me. I'm here. Like,
you gotta be, man.
It's kind of like Tony with the Endor stuff, dude. Like he's ready to fight back about it. Like,
dude, Tony's going hard against Endor, which is like objectively the most well-written show, not the best show, but the most well-written Star Wars show. And he's got his opinion. He's not afraid to share them. Toto does not rain down in Africa. SMH. Where's Rosanna when you need Rosanna? I mean, I could do Toto references all day long for this guy. So,
oh my God.
So, do we have like any Star Wars news? I guess we have the Simu Liu.
We have that. We have Ahsoka. We have the pictures from Skeleton Crew. We also have Kenobi Season 2 news. Stuff for Dave's movie. I don't know.
So the Ahsoka Season 2 thumbnail must be what is pissing this guy off or something. I don't know.
I don't know. We could talk about the Secrets of the Clone Troopers book as well that just came out. So
I'm not touching that, man. Right. I'm not touching it. Look. I haven't read the book. I don't know. I've seen a lot of.
I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about just like in general, like because like the one that I want to talk about was that like it is now confirmed that is Rex at the Battle of Yavin, Not
Yes.
Yavin, sorry, Endor at the end.
Endor,
That is now confirmed. That has finally been confirmed with this book that it is in fact Rex. That's the main thing that I want to talk about because so many people hated on me in the past for saying that, and I've loved that theory that that's Rex.
Yeah,
and I'm just glad that it came to fruition.
I like it too. I'm totally on board with it, all the way. I also like that they used Tamara's face for all the likeness. Really cool. You sent me some pictures. Really cool. So that's cool. I'm not going to get into the obviously, there's a controversial.
It doesn't need to be controversial to begin with, but
right. But here we are.
But then so. Go ahead and pull this up real quick for Simu Liu.
Hold on here. Can you pull it up?
Yep.
Okay. I'm once again I'm limited here because of my headphone situation. I had to use one of my extra plugs. Throw chat in the Discord.
So randomly out of the blue last week, Simu Liu just tweeted a GIF of John Boyega lighting up Luke and Anakin's saber, with John responding with this, which obviously it doesn't mean a whole lot. But then he also posted this onto his Instagram saying prepping.
Get swole.
And so it definitely could be Shang-Chi 2, it could be Doomsday, it could be Secret Wars, it could be a totally different role. But it is also it's just a little interesting that it came out at the exact same time. And I don't know if it's still up. He might have deleted it. I'm not entirely too sure. So, but
I mean, I think he's probably, my guess would be he's doing a movie with John Boyega. I do not think it's Star Wars, personally.
Could be. That's what I'm saying. Like if the Rey movie isn't canceled and it's still going through, that might be what it's for. But
could be. Yeah, that's the only thing it could be. Right? Is the Rey movie? I
mean, unless he's showing up in like Brave New World or something, because apparently there's supposed to be 2 different teams of Avengers being built in the next couple movies, like different groups. I mean, because at the end of Shang-Chi, Carol Danvers, Bruce Banner, and I believe Okoye were there. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if Shang-Chi 2 is happening. I mean, I think that's as much limbo as Rey movie at this point, right?
No, they're pushing it back.
Oh, okay.
Justin Crichton is still coming back. It's still on his IMDb, I believe. I could be wrong. But
I think it'll happen. I think it's actually more likely to happen than the Rey movie, but
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I think they're just waiting for the right time to release it because they have so much planned right now. Like I think a lot of things that we're gonna get sequels are gonna just be on hiatus for just a little bit. While we get the Secret Wars saga.
Marvel really flooded everything. You know what I mean? I think they're kind of scaling back. So it's obvious they are. But...
Which, I mean, I would rather it be scaled back anyway than it just be a dog pile of stuff.
Right. So. I'd agree completely. Rosanna is an Acolyte fan. Rosanna. I want a comic where Luke and Rex interact during the rebellion. That'd be cool. I'd really like something like that. I mean, honestly, I want a Luke animated show, and I want all that to happen there.
I just want Rex to be back with Ahsoka. Like, I just want to see Rex and Ahsoka in live action, or just Rex in live action with the helmet off. I just want to see Tem with either the beard or something.
Rex and Boba interacting would be really cool. Boba doesn't see the clones as his brothers, so
yeah. And I wonder how Rex would take that too. Like, see, I feel like Rex would try and not like swindle him, but like play that brother aspect, and Boba was
for sure. Yeah, that'd be cool to see. That'd be so cool to see like the Rex charm against like Boba's cold demeanor, you know. But do you think, even though I guess Boba's now kind of charming,
I was just about to say, do you think Boba would like be like Boba, or do you think he would be like the daimyo, where he's just I don't know how that would go then, because like it's so different.
I know it's like different than we would typically expect Boba to be. Now he's totally different. I mean, they've changed his character. At the end of the day, they've changed his character, and whether you're here for it or against it, he is not the Boba he was in Empire Strikes Back anymore.
No.
Yeah,
but neither is Luke. So.
No, yeah, dude, preacher to the freaking choir.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. And Tem arguing with himself, that would be hilarious. Speaking of which, Joe, I don't know if you saw this. I didn't send it to you. I forgot to. Did you know that Tem was in Green Lantern?
I did know that. Yeah, yeah,
I would say I just uploaded a short about him getting put in the makeup for it. Had no clue that was Tem.
yeah.
Because when they said Tem, like I was watching the behind the scenes, and when they said like Tem, I'm like what? And then Tamara showed up. I'm like, what the fuck? Like when was he in the Green Lantern? But I didn't realize he was at the very beginning.
Yeah, yeah, he is in it. He's in all kinds of shit that you like don't expect him to be in, and then he's just like there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Even like
Tem in general, though.
Even like Aquaman, like I don't really think of him when I think of Aquaman, but like he's there.
Yeah, like
You know?
he's Aquaman's dad. Like
yeah, like he's totally there. Hey, do you want to address this at all?
Penguin time in 6 minutes. Yep. About to find out. It's gonna be a good episode.
Are you gonna do a watch party?
Yeah, I'm doing it right after this podcast. I just have it set like an hour after episode drops.
Cool.
So
yeah. So the little delayed watch party if you want to hang out here and then watch Penguin. Yeah. Over on Caden's channel for sure.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I wanted to talk about Luke actually, Rebellion era. Well, post Rebellion era, obviously. So there's a comic line right now, Clark, and I don't know if you're into the current comics at all, because I'm really not, honestly. I mostly, have seen I read like Dark Horse stuff from like the 90s, but I've been keeping up because they've reintroduced Luke into the comics via this like Battle of Jakku insurgency era. There was something very interesting in the recent, and we've talked about this a little bit in the recent issue though. There's a whole like acolytes of the beyond Darksiders that are referencing Palpatine and Vader a lot, and there is a redhead who is at this point unnamed who is trying to fight Luke. So
is that
very interesting?
Is that Inquisitor that we saw that we were?
I don't think it's the Inquisitor, which is the crazy part. It might be
because I thought we were like where the fuck did this Inquisitor come from? Like,
yeah, it might be. They haven't really said because it's like it just kind of happened at the end of the recent issue. So I think we're gonna be heading there in the next few weeks.
I'm just confused because they said it was an Inquisitor in like the description,
right?
They said it's an Inquisitor. So like what?
Now they're calling them the acolytes of beyond. So
why didn't they just name it? Maybe because they didn't want the acolyte hate. I don't know. Like, why are they?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. That just feels so weird. Like,
I don't know if I can.
I'm just hoping it's just a different character. Like, I'm hoping there's just another one.
Yeah, I would hate for them to introduce more this way. You know what I mean? I think that's almost like kind of crazy. I'd rather them do it in like a live action aspect. But
I mean, hey, if this is how they do the Emperor's Hand, I'm all for it though. I'm all for it. If that's how they're gonna bring her in, that's
right. Because she says something to him like in the comic. She's like, blah blah, the Emperor and Vader. I'm finishing their work. So it's kind of like it feels really like EU. That's all I can say.
That even sound like that, like because like I made the connection, but I was like, okay, maybe it's not. Maybe it's like just Inquisitor. Like, but now like thinking about it, like no, like that's how they're gonna probably like that's how because like. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think that they're just gonna have her in a movie, like in Dave's movie, for example? She's just gonna be there already? I feel like they have to explain that.
Wondering, are they just gonna be like he already has interacted with her and she's just there, like instead of them doing it all off screen?
Why wouldn't they want to show that though?
I know. I kind of am like I have it up by the way. I'm gonna share it right now. By the way, the only place I was able to find like pictures of this after I heard about it online was on Kyle Katarn's channel. So shout out Kyle Katarn. I'm gonna show you.
Of course, he has it already, dude.
I'm gonna use your video because this is like the only way to show this. So it opens like this. Basically, like there's these two people plotting, right? And blah blah. I'm gonna fast.
Is Devaron on a new planet? That doesn't sound like something that.
Hit a quick search on that one for me. I'm not sure. Yeah. Blah blah. What will be found in Palpatine's observatory? An ancient Jedi relic awaits us there. Blah blah. They're kind of like, basically, they're like acolytes of beyond. Blah blah. We're gonna send someone. So way later in the comic, here we go. Luke, here he is.
I see the redhead. Yep.
You see her, right? And she's the one talking. Yeah. She says, "My name is Yuan Housel. Yeah. We are acolytes of the beyond." Okay, she does say her name.
Okay. So it's not Mara. Because I was about to say, I'm like, wait, she has the pistol. Like she has the blaster. Like
Unless it's like a decoy name for some reason.
It could be like if she's an assassin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's some speculation going around, basically, is all I can say. Who are you? He even says, your name, Acolytes of the Beyond, means nothing to me. He kills them all, basically, except for her. So, I mean, Luke is such a badass, dude. He and here we go. He kills them all except her, which is interesting, too.
Is it because she's like a woman that he's not killing her? Like,
I don't know. We serve the Sith, Skywalker. We serve Vader and Palpatine. We are but shadows that flow beneath them, and we await their return.
dude, I could totally see her like having a monologue and at the end of it saying that like we are the Emperor's hand.
Oh, dude. That would be ridiculous.
Dude.
Especially if they gave it to someone else, unless it is in fact her.
But I'm saying like if it's Mara who like delivers the line.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So
like she's working for Mara, for example.
Look.
Okay, to me, almost honestly, she looks more like Kira. Like face wise, like to me, like I see it like Amelia Clark right away.
I mean, maybe, but it's at the end of the day, it's just a comic, so it's hard.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying like I don't like I feel like Mara would look different, like face wise.
Yeah.
Like
in comics, I feel like everyone looks a little weird personally. Like even like Luke looks a little strange, but yeah.
I mean, right now Luke looks like a potato, so I mean, like that's like that's right. I mean,
so anyway, it's interesting. And then she's like, "Yeah, keep your Jedi trinket, Skywalker," and she just leaves, and like all these guys are dead. So that's it.
She just retreats out.
Yeah, she just gets out of there. That's it, man. So, I don't know. That looks like
I'll have to be okay. Honestly, it looks more like not Graham, but the guy who played Luke the first time.
It kind of does. Yeah,
Doesn't
the guy who played Luke in Mando too.
I think it was Max something.
I don't remember what that guy's name is, but
he played a pilot as well. Like without
he did in Boba Fett. Yeah, Book of Boba.
Who knows?
So that's I just want to share that. It's interesting.
Apparently, Deveron is in Legends as well, so it's not new.
Ooh, wow. I'm not like at this point. I'm not subscribed to these comics. Like I'm not getting a bunch of them and like reading them or anything like that. But I can definitely say this: my curiosity is there, and I'm curious because my curiosity peaked.
Send them out. Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
I'll be looking in my spam folder, my email.
Right. So I'm gonna definitely keep a close eye to a degree, and if something crazy happens, I'll be sure to share it here. That's all I can say.
That's good. I'll say I have you can't see it, but I have a stack of comics right here. I can remove our titles real quick. Yeah, I have a stack of comics right here that are like all laminated and stuff, and like have like covers on them. I just don't have any way to store them, so that's like my issue. Like why I'm not like buying comics currently. Like I have no way of storing them.
You need like a big ass bookshelf or something.
That or like a filing cabinet or something, dude. I have no clue how to store these, and I don't want to like ruin comics.
Huh? Comics are one of those things that's like you even look at it a few times and it's ruined. That's
what I'm saying. Like there's some cool like Daredevil ones in here, dude. And I'm like, I don't know if I even want to like touch them. Like, for example, like I don't know if I even want to touch this.
Oh, that's a nice one, dude. Empire Strikes Back.
Or like this Daredevil one. Like just some of these like I don't know if I'm gonna touch these ever.
Yeah, just keep them.
Like I guess I'll show the rest of them because like these are all from
keep them pristine.
Chicago.
Oh, those are over at Fan Expo.
Yeah. Dark Empire 2.
Dark Empire, dude. I kind of want to get. There was I don't know if you know, but Star Wars released like an omnibus. Ooh, Heir to the Empire. What issue is that?
That is issue 2, and I got issue 6. I have to get the rest of them. I have issue 6 as well.
Oh, 6 is a good one.
And then this is the last Kayen one. So
sick, dude.
Yeah.
Star Wars released like an omnibus of like New Republic era, Old Republic era, and it's like all the old Dark Horse comics, like in a book like that freaking thick. It's sick. I
have to invest. I gotta find that online because I will instantly buy that.
Yeah, they're super expensive. I've looked on eBay. They're like $200.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. I say, 'cause, like, I want to start like photo scanning all of like the comics I have onto my computer and making videos off of them from there
Yeah.
instead of just downloading.
There's a
online.
website that has all the old ones. They don't have all the new ones, obviously, but I
Yeah.
can share that with you
Yeah.
offline. So yeah, like
Allegedly.
I got all the Heir to the Empire stuff like digitally. So too, I have
Yeah.
the real ones too. But you know,
I say, yeah, I get those are here. I just don't have any of the pictures. I want to like I love listening to the audiobook, but I want to see it.
yeah, I'm the same way. I love the audiobook for some of these like Star Wars Legends things though that
Thrawn?
Mark Thompson has done. Thrawn, dude. Oh, dude, he kills it. Mark Thompson kills it as Thrawn.
I would even say how well I like with the Plagueis book, like how well Plagueis sounds.
Yeah,
Like
that's a good one too.
like dude. I don't know. Like
I mean, some of these audiobooks are so good. Even if they did like animate it or something, it would be like hard to top. Like honestly,
yeah, like, I don't even know if you can like animate it like do it enough justice.
Right.
Like, I don't know if it's even possible.
That's kind of how I feel about some of these. I mean, I want to see everything on screen because I'm the same way. Like I want like it visually, but it's like some of these are so good. It'd just be it'd be tough to top for sure.
Clark says, I still want an animated show between Luke Skywalker and the Joker, aka the twisted mind of Mark Hamill. I don't know how they would do that, but
they don't. I mean, we don't obviously need the Joker, but what we do need, you know, what could work is like make Mark Hamill like Joris or something like that, like crazy.
Oh, that would be insane. Like, I would love that. I would love that. I mean, I still think the first pick that we have is better, but
I agree.
But I'm all for Mark though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that would be like a great way to include him. Like not as Luke, but like
that would
get
be someone younger to voice him as to voice Luke, and then you have Mark doing Joris Sabaoth.
Yeah, that would be.
That'd be so cool.
That's cool. To, like just thinking about it, like damn, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. I just feel like, dude, I just feel like Star Wars is at this point where like so much cool stuff can happen, but it's like it's all happening very slow. So we're just like no one's really sure what is going to happen, or you know,
and everything takes time too.
It does. You know, even like so, Bad Batch ended. We have no announcement. We don't know if there's any more like, Clone Wars like animation coming. Is there going to be another animated show like in your mind? I don't know.
There has to be. Like yes, they closed that part of the studio, like overseas anyway. But they're so profitable. There's no way they're not. I mean, they're experimenting with Tales. Like Tales of the Jedi was successful. Empire wasn't. Like we're still gonna see the Clone Wars animation. I just don't know how much of shows we're gonna get because they're trying to go back to the theaters.
I know. Well, that's the first most important thing, right? Get back in the theaters, get some goodwill with fans. But like, I think animation has been such a big part, an important part of Lucasfilm that like they have to continue it. I'm just kind of like, where do we go from here? Are we getting some sort of Ventress series, or are we getting like some sort of Luke series? Like, I don't know. Like,
honestly, I love Ventress, but at this point, I'd rather take Luke just because I want to just get out of I want to get out of the Clone Wars era and get into like New Republic type time, like right now, like where we are right now. Yeah. I want to get into this more, spend more time in this era.
Yeah, I agree completely. I'm 100% like, let's really expand the area between, 6 and the sequels, because otherwise the sequels are just dead in the water. No one's ever going to be able to make stories around that time if you don't somehow make it better. So it's like, and I think animation, I mean, look what it did for Revenge of the Sith. I mean yeah, incredible.
On top of that too, like theme parks aren't going to sell the sequels.
They ain't.
So like, I don't know.
That hotel closed. That was all sequel theme. That $1 billion.
I know, and that's part of like what sucks so bad. Like, I love Galaxy's Edge. It was a great experience being there, but after hearing that, like, and seeing the stuff that it was supposed to be like, Return of the Jedi, but like Empire themed, like
Mos Eisley,
yeah, and there was like gonna be like TIE fighters there. Like it just like. And then last minute they just decided to make it all sequels. It didn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel genuine because it's missing so much of what Star Wars is.
Mm-hmm. Well, the hammer came down allegedly from KK. So, for real, that's like the report. Like they were gonna do. Oh, you haven't seen this? Like this is like a real ass report from like a few years back. It was gonna be all. You're right. Like Empire, Tatooine-esque. And KK said like, no, we're moving, to the future. We're gonna do the sequels, so we want this to be sequel based. And she was the president of Lucasfilm, so at the end of the day, she got the final say, and they went sequel era.
That pisses me off too, because like I don't know if you heard like last year or the year before, but they were in the process of like building a Star Wars land like in Orlando area, and they were gonna have like parts of like Hoth, like they're gonna have like different planets,
that, yeah.
But it got canceled. Like they fully canceled the project, but that was supposed to be opening in the next like 5 years, and that was gonna be like each section was like a new planet you went to.
That'd be
its own like things, and like the art that they had and like the map that they had drawn was incredible, but
never gonna
like
happen.
the Star Cruiser Hotel really just killed that, unfortunately.
I just people want to go to when they go to Disney, like they want to see Darth Vader. They don't want to see Kylo Ren. Like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So it's like kind of crazy that they were like locked into the sequel era.
Yeah, and like the Avengers Campus, honestly, I feel like is way more profitable in terms of like it's fresh and new every single time, because there's anytime a new show comes out, that character is now on that floor.
They just show up immediately. Yeah,
the same thing happens with Star Wars, obviously, but they don't stay at the entire time. And also too, the entire place isn't themed like you're gonna have Captain Rex walking around, for example, in Batuu.
With right. Well, now they've started to do that. Right now they've started to do that. They're like, oh, we need Mando because everyone wants to see Mando and Grogu. So now they got Mando.
Boba Fett. Yeah, Boba Fett's walking around too. I'm like, dude, why is he on bat? Like, yeah, it just doesn't. Like,
it's crazy, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Avengers Campus was thought out way better because it makes sense for them all to be there because it's a campus. Like, they could do a theme park and name it like Xavier School and have it be like an actual school that like you can go to, but it's like a theme park. And that
it's also not locked into like an era. Like it's not like this is a canon. Oh, that's the other problem with Batuu, right? It's supposed to be like a canon event.
Yeah, it's a canon planet. Thrawn and Anakin fought there together in the Clone Wars, allegedly.
Yeah, and then
in the books.
You know what's gonna happen, right? When Thrawn blows up as the big villain, like he's gonna show up at Batuu in like in like Galaxy's Edge.
Thrawn's gonna be walking around with like a patrol. I would love to see Thrawn walking around with Pelion though. Like Rook, like that'd be awesome. Like to have like three people just walking around.
They could do it well, but I mean, we're gonna see Luke there too, obviously.
Dude, hell, honestly, just get Will in the Thrawn makeup and have him just walk around and interview people. So dude, funny. Like that would be amazing.
He's got his mustache and everything.
He's got the tracksuit on.
Yeah.
Dude, I do too. I would love to like have a drink in the cantina.
I hope the band is learning some new songs. You're in there for like 4 hours.
Dude, I think if you like work there, you'd probably go insane.
Yeah.
Like if I had to hear the Cantina band music all day long, I would go insane.
But just think they could have done like animatronics. Like, I mean, obviously you've been on like Pirates of the Caribbean or anything. Like these animatronics are so good, dude. It could have been so cool.
Dude, it would have been too, because it would have been just like how it felt. With the creatures, like it would have,
that would have been so cool. But another opportunity.
We still have a park. It's, like we still got something. It's
there's still something. They're gonna
still something.
It. You know they're gonna rebrand.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something to keep it fresh. I feel like.
Yeah, major overhauling coming.
Yeah, I don't even know like what they would do, because they're gonna have to close the park, obviously.
Oh yeah, so, they're gonna have to close it for some time to redo everything.
I just feel bad for all those people that work there. Like they're gonna be like screwed. Like where are they gonna go? Universal? Like I don't know. I just feel for people losing their jobs, if it's gonna be the case.
Right. I mean, I hope that Disney would just shuffle them around. But look at all the people from the hotel; they probably lost their jobs, dude. That's what I'm saying. That was like the biggest. We never talked about this. I feel like the hotel. Did we ever talk about it?
I think because the fact it was $3,000 a night that we never talked about it, because like I know I would never spend. Like, if you want to send me there, sure, I'll go to make a video on it. But I will not spend $3,000 for one night to go sit in a warehouse in a hot in Florida. I'm sorry. Like
Right. But I just feel like we never really touched on it, and now I'm like when you really think about it, like that might be the biggest failure under Disney. Not even like the sequels or the Acolyte. Like it might
in
actually
terms of
be
like
this
how much they
hotel.
thought that they were gonna get back on it, probably.
Dude, they spent $1 billion on this hotel, allegedly.
I'll say, is that the
That's like the reported that's the
they would
reported cost of like not only opening it but closing it and building it and all that shit too.
not the shit on Disney, but I really hope George's museum just blows it out of the fucking park.
Oh yeah, he's opening a
Uh,
museum. Where is
yeah,
that going to be? Is that in San Francisco or LA? Do we know?
yeah, I think it's somewhere near Skywalker Ranch. It's gonna be like downtown,
Okay, that's cool.
or
Yeah.
whatever town or not town, whatever city it was gonna be. But I know that like that's been his main like bread and butter that he's been working on uh, for past 10 years. Is getting this museum.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah, I've heard a little bit about it here and there, but you're right. That is going to be really cool. I'm hoping he gets some cool Star Wars like stuff in there, some OG scripts and
Well,
all that.
and I
Other...
guarantee too there was stuff there like from Spielberg. Cause like obviously they're friends.
Oh
Like
yeah,
there'll be like Spielberg stuff.
everybody.
Like I think it's supposed to be like it's gonna be like a Lucasfilm like thing, but it's going to be a film history thing. I think of like anything.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking like even to like the archives of like the audio files they have. Like they're just doing that, but just with the films.
Yeah, and Lucas is such an innovator, man. There's got to be some cool stuff there for sure.
Yeah,
That's
that
cool.
I will spend the money to go to see. 100%.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Luke, I'm putting money in Lucas's pocket, even though he has enough. I get
That doesn't need my like. They will never need $1 from me, but
yeah, right. Like, oh my gosh. What do we got here? Star Wars Gazer.
Hey y'all, would you be willing to be on my Star Wars podcast? Let us know.
Yeah, for sure. Reach out. You can DM us on Instagram or
Instagram, Twitter.
my email is in the in my bio.
-2 on my thing. All my ats are at Cantina Tacos W on social media. So if you need to DM me or anything, go for it. Discord as well. Yeah.
Get in touch with us. No, totally open
Yeah.
to chat Star Wars anytime. Let's see. Ooh,
Oh,
that'd
dude.
be cool.
I would spend a night in Coruscant. Like they could have had like a hotel in like Shanghai, and instead it had like a night in Coruscant. Like had like themed. Like
Yeah.
had like an event. Like that would have been cool.
There could have been a million things they would do, and not only that, but like there was this whole thing, I guess, at the Star Wars hotel where they're like, you cannot cosplay. Like that was one of the big rules.
What? That was a that's a rule?
Yeah, like you couldn't bring your own. You could like do the Jedi robes or whatever, but like you couldn't like bring your own cosplay. Like you couldn't come and dress up as like a clone trooper or something like that. So they wanted to make it all accurate to their story. That was a big problem. People
What the
want
fuck?
to like, dude, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
hang on.
people, that's like one of the main like things people would be like, I want to come like cosplay and like just act like I'm in Star Wars for like a few days.
Have
Like,
they lost their fucking mind?
You had to like choose their like they had like stories happening like within the hotel, but you had to just like follow along. Like you would either
Like,
chose
I watch-
like, First Order or like Jedi side.
I was saying, like, yeah, like I watched the videos and like the walkthroughs and everything,
Yeah,
but I didn't know you couldn't fucking cosplay.
yeah.
What's the
there's
point
none
of
that.
opening a Star Wars hotel?
They
Like,
totally missed the point of the fandom, dude. They totally missed the point of the whole fandom. It's crazy.
I'm just, yeah. This sounds good. After the stream or whenever I'm done, if you message me, I'll go ahead and check.
Right on. We'll be in touch. When we're talking about, I'd like to make a Clone Wars style animated for Indiana Jones. There's the Indiana Jones video game coming out. It looks like it's
Yeah.
cool.
And Troy Baker is playing Indy and voicing him and doing all mocap.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know who Troy is, he is the other Mark Hamill voice actor for the Joker. He's the one that sounds like identical, and Joel in The Last of Us.
Yeah, Joel. I would actually an Indiana Jones animated series could be cool, but I once again I think I'd want 2D. Maybe I'm just like I'm partial to 2D. I think I like it better than Clone Wars style animation.
It'd be cool to be like animated, but I don't know if I'd want it to be in Clone Wars because like that's so like that's Star Wars, the animation style.
Right.
I'd want like a different one for Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Because there's so much cool shit you could do there. I mean, I might be like the minority, but I love Shia LaBeouf's character. Like I don't
not the minority, dude. I'm right there with you.
I loved him, and dude, yeah. Like I thought that they were going to continue the franchise with him. That's what I thought the plan was.
I think it was the plan, but they totally just like didn't. I don't know why, but
yeah.
And it might be because of Shia's obviously other issues.
I mean, he was still doing Transformers though after that. Like
he did at least one or two after that. You're right. Because he did 3 Transformers movies, 07, 09, and the other one is like
I think Indy came out in 08, right?
Sure. So he did Revenge of the Fallen and then Dark of the Moon after that. And then after that, Shia was off the map for a long time. Allegedly, he's back. He was in Megalopolis.
I have not seen it. I'm interested in it just because it seems like
so crazy. I haven't seen it either. I actually was going to, and I didn't get around to it, but it's one of those I'm like, I want to see it.
Yeah, it's Coppola. I'm gonna go see him.
Yeah.
I really want to see the movie with Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield.
Oh yeah, my wife and I want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see that.
That looks good. That looks really good. Here it's sad though. That's why here.
Yeah.
So get your tissues out, man.
Get your special stock out, nerds.
Oh man. So yeah. Anyway, we got any other news? I feel like we had other things we're just not touching on yet. Ahsoka or Kenobi or something.
Yeah. So I believe Rosario had talked about Ahsoka season 2. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
Did she?
I believe so. I believe I sent it somewhere.
I must have missed that ish.
There was what the fuck? Ewan said something about Kenobi as well. Oh yeah, Ewan McGregor has stated that they're currently exploring ideas for Kenobi season 2, and that he wants to wear the Clone Wars armor with Hayden, and have flashbacks with him, and wants to do more of the flashbacks with Hayden. So that's
hey,
I'll
big.
take those all day. Yeah, like the fact that he wants that is what's like the driving force. On top of that too, Timothy Oliphant, who plays Cobb Vanth in Boba, has been noticeably, obviously anyone can grow a beard, but I guess he was spotted looking a lot like Cobb Vanth recently in public.
Yeah, I saw
he's possibly around filming. So for Mando. So
and I
don't know.
Here's what I will say. I think you're right. I saw the picture. He looks like Cobb Vanth right now, but 100%. If we're getting Cobb Vanth, we're getting Boba, right? Like we're headed back.
Yeah, and I mean, it was even like they're gonna have to because he was teased at the end of Boba, like coming back. So he's gonna be in the movie. I guarantee it. I would hate though if he's like our talent card. I feel like they could give talent card to somebody else. Like that role.
You're saying if Vanth is or if Boba?
Yeah, like I'm saying, like if Vanth, like I could see that them using him as like a Talon replacement. I'd rather just have Talon.
Yeah, I have two options for a Talon replacement, which I'd be okay with. And number one is Hondo.
Oh, 100%.
Like
I would take.
They literally have like the same accent, like when they talk, and it's just like I think it could work. Number two is maybe Boba. Maybe I need him to dive into the crime a little bit more. Though
I would need Boba to be back, though.
Yes,
I would need Mando season 2 Boba back, and then I'd be like, all right, that works.
I need a crime lord. Yeah. And when I say Hondo, I mean Clone Wars Hondo. I don't mean Rebels Hondo.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I feel like Hondo in Clone Wars was like a legit ass pirate who like had a full on organization going that actually committed crimes and got what they wanted. And then in Rebels, he's just like a bumbling fool half the time. He's just like I like his interactions with Ezra. Yeah. I do. But other than that, I feel like he's like there for comedy. And I'm like, I kind of want to see a serious side of him.
I'm totally like I totally get that too, because like when you said that, I was like, oh yeah, no, in Clone Wars he's more serious. He's more like of a commanding presence. I always just took it as like they like not only like with the Republic falling, but like that syndicate just fell, like they were just pushed out, and then
Yeah,
like this is Hondo's way of like dealing with it, is just being like almost like Jack's, like he's just a drunk at this point, just trying to do jobs to survive until he dies. That's kind of
that's a
how
good
I feel
point.
like Hondo just doesn't give a shit anymore. Like he's just about, I always want to get a paycheck.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think that makes sense, but now it'd be cool to see him back like in power, you know what I mean? Like
Once
now that
once he
the
gets
New
it,
Republic,
yeah.
is like in
I would
power,
even love
he's
it.
like
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like now the New Republic's in power, he's like climbed his way out of that like state of like, yeah, the drunken like loser pirate. Like
I
he's
would
back
even
in
love
power.
it, like if with that, like it was just a facade the entire time. Like dude was just like
Just
trying to
playing
like
everyone.
you're just playing it, trying to get to the top.
That'd be cool. I am like 100%. I think we're gonna see him in Skeleton Crew. I really do.
If we don't, I will be upset at this point. Like at this,
Yeah.
like I mean, he's already at Galaxy's Edge. Just put him in
I
Skeleton Crew.
know. Like there's
Like,
basically a live action like look of him
Yeah.
already. So I definitely think he's in Skeleton Crew. If he's not though, it better be Card.
Oh yeah, no, it better be. If it's not him, like it has to. It because this is the perfect way to introduce that character, is with Skeleton Crew.
Oh yeah. This is the whole pirate thing. It's such a good way to like just throw a couple more things out here.
I mean, and you could even do stuff with bounty hunters in that as well. I mean, because if like
Mhm.
pirates bounties like kind of go hand in hand.
I know.
Could also get a Mando appearance because of him hunting with the New Republic after Imperial warlords.
That would be interesting. Do we think this takes place like after Mando 3 and after Ahsoka?
Yeah. I would say after Mando 3, when he's like, probably honestly, it'd probably be a side quest in the middle of his like crusade that would be like, okay, so like when we see it, we think it's just random, but when in the movie, when he like Mando will come back from something, and that'll be what he came back from.
That'd
Like,
be cool.
Like that's how I feel like that's how they're gonna intertie it.
A lot of connective tissue, right? Like, yeah, that'd be really cool, man. You always come up with this like awesome little.
I'm just
like,
thinking,
ideas
because
that
like
I'm like, this would work so well.
I was just thinking about how John like randomly like and then I don't know if it was the Boba episodes, but like randomly like you would just hear like Ludwig's like horn sound,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then Mando would just show up randomly and like for like 5 minutes, and then like those 5 minutes are the best times of just random shit happening with Mando.
Yeah.
Like just him just randomly being somewhere and just being cool.
That's true. That's a good point. I think I think what you said is very possible. I'm actually really curious to see Skeleton Crew. And honestly, if you guys haven't, I posted some very interesting leak on my channel. If you haven't seen it, from Skeleton Crew, and I think it's very true. I don't know. Did you get a chance to watch that about the Empire, like kind of running that planet?
Yeah, yeah. So when I got the notification, I was like, "Jar Jargon upload? Yeah, I'll take that."
Well, I saw Noah making a video about it. I'm like, fuck it, I'll talk about it.
I didn't even get that news. Like, I saw the news, but I didn't know if it was like for certain or not, because I didn't see any like you said, like I didn't see anybody talking about it. So I was just like,
Right.
is this just someone like
bullshitting? Yeah, no, it could.
Like at Twitter, there's so much fake shit. Half the time, I have to like check 12 different accounts to make sure that like what I'm posting on my community page is actual factual. Like
Right.
I'm some of those scoopers, I'm like messaging like, hey, is this true? Like are you like fucking with me, or is this true? Because like at this point I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I see, that's the thing. It could be all BS, but when I read it, I watched the trailer again, and I'm pretty sure that this planet the kids are coming from in Skeleton Crew is run by the Empire, and it is a serious issue that they get lost in the main galaxy because the New Republic wants to find this planet for some reason. They're worried about what the Empire could be doing out there, what they're building out there, and the kids are possibly the key to getting to this planet now. So which I think is a really, really interesting plot point, man.
No, I do too, and especially like because like with the tablet, that works perfect as like anti-Jedi propaganda. That's totally Empire. Like it makes sense, because we were even like curious, like why would, like how does the New Republic like have like, I don't know, I mean, like, at least I know like you said, like they would have had like knowledge of the books and stuff, but when I saw that too, I was just like, when did they make stuff about like Luke and like a tablet?
Right. Right. There was a lot of like, it was weird, right? When we first saw it, it's like, oh, they just have videos about like the Jedi on here, and like no one knew about the Jedi 5 years ago. Like, this is crazy.
That's kind of what I'm saying. I'm just
Yeah.
like, how did that kid know about a Jedi temple? Like somebody's listening to the HoloNet, like a
Yeah.
podcast on the HoloNet or something. Like they're like somebody's talking. Like I
That's
don't
what
know.
I'm thinking.
To me, I know this is a stupid like connection, but to me, it makes me think of Brian Tyree Henry and Godzilla X Kong when he has like a podcast and he's like talking about like conspiracy
Like
theories.
all the conspiracies that are
but like
true. Yeah.
But like that's how it makes me think. Like are they listening to some like podcast that them talking about Jedi temples? Or,
Yeah.
like old Jedi stories? Like how do they know about the Jedi? That's at least to me that's how, like where my brain went.
Yeah, and this kid seems to be kind of doing it like in secret. You know, he's like in his room in the dark, and he's like.
He reminds me of Dustin Henderson.
Kind of, yeah. Like Dustin's like very, like,
he's definitely like the Dustin of the group.
Yeah, it's I also have another crazy theory about Skeleton Crew, and this one may be way off base, by the way. So I'm gonna throw this out there. I always just throw out like the crazy shit. Tony, what's up, man? Welcome. Welcome to an insane theory about Skeleton Crew. I think that the one kid is obviously very obsessed with the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
And they already dropped Jedi, you're a Jedi, blah, 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 in the trailer. I think one of these kids is actually going to be force sensitive. It may not be him. It could be like
go ahead, sorry.
I don't know. It could be the little, like, the, what do you call them? Aurora-Talians or whatever. I don't know what you call them. The Max Rebo looking kid.
I was just about to say it'd be so funny if he was a Max Rebo kid. Like it would be so hilarious.
Yeah,
like,
I would love that,
dude.
It's just like force sensitivity. He's like, what do I do with this?
And I would love for like the Dustin character to be like explaining it to him and be like, dude, just do it. Use the force.
Yeah. That's why I think it's gonna happen. I think one of the kids is gonna be force sensitive, and I think that kid is the kid who's obsessed with the Jedi or whatever is gonna be like, oh my god, you have the force, blah blah blah. And it's gonna like come to light at some point, and I think it will open the door for whatever's going to happen. We're going to get more Luke. At the end of the day, we're getting more Luke.
Luke has an academy. Watts.
Right.
Like,
I'm not saying Luke's going to be in the series. I'm just saying this kid is going to end up at Luke's temple, no matter what.
Oh yeah, but also John Watts loves Luke, dude. Like he's talked like it's John Watts and it's Dave and John. Who all three of those guys love Luke. What do they all have in common? Like
I know
this
right?
is
they're all doing post Return of the Jedi era. So the other thing I think is possible is maybe we don't see Luke, budgets, whatever, but we see like Carson Teva or one of the X-Wing pilots when they save these kids from whatever's happening. They recognize that one of them has the Force, and they're like, we need we know someone who can help you with that, and they take him to Luke.
That'd be great. That's kind of like what I thought. Like with Ventress maybe taking like the children to, like through the path with Cal. Like eventually somehow that end up like the path would end up being Luke's temple and like Luke's Jedi Academy. The path would end up becoming that.
Like eventually the path evolves to this thing where it's Little Max Rebo Jedi, please. Luke will train Max Rebo Jr. Confirmed. Book it, put it on your thumbnail. Yeah. Luke will train Max Rebo Jr. Also, can someone tell me what that species is called? I never can remember it. It's like Oratelian or something. I think I might be way off, but I don't know.
I'd say I guarantee his saber would be green. I don't know why, but I think because he's blue, they would make it green.
You can't have a blue character with a blue saber.
That's what I'm saying.
Not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Not gonna do orange.
I like how we've gone from one of these kids might be a Jedi, might be force sensitive to Luke is gonna train Max Rebo Jr. and he's gonna have a blue Jedi or a green saber.
I just love where this goes.
Ortolan? Is that what it is?
Orto, like Ort, Ortolan. So I'm assuming it's
Ortolan. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I never know how to pronounce any of this ish. Galactic Cantina.
How's it going there, sir?
What's up? Welcome. What's up? Good to see you. Yeah, welcome. We're just speculating heavily about everything.
I keep looking looking for the Ahsoka news, and I keep finding something else and scrolling away.
That's the thing. I guess I'm maybe I missed it. I don't remember. Oh, I know what it was. They basically said like it's gonna start filming in April or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And
That's
Dave.
what it was.
Yeah. Ahsoka season 2 is like the Hollywood Reporter. Ahsoka season 2 is happening with showrunner Dave Filoni starting production next year in April. And then also Lucasfilm is considering multiple seasons of Skeleton Crew unless the show receives poor viewership. So the same thing with the Acolyte, where they plan for 4 seasons. I'm assuming. Like maybe not Skeleton Crew is getting 4 seasons, but they're planning for multiple. Like the Acolyte was supposed to be a 4-season project, so who knows?
I could just see there being a spinoff show too with Skeleton Crew characters coming in, especially if there's a Jedi situation happening. Oh, this is a good point. I got here.
If the Ayla
Secura.
Okay, but also like Ayla's a different kind, like color blue. I don't know, like the blues are too like Max Rebo blue and Ayla. Well, yeah, I'm just saying like to me hers is almost more like teal, like a turquoise almost. Like to me anyway. Like when I think of her, she's more like bluer. I could be wrong. Like to me, like I don't know. Clone Wars didn't help it though. She was definitely bluer in Clone Wars.
Blue kid, blue saber. I don't care. But green saber would be cool. Either way.
Okay, I guess she's blue. I just re-looked it up. Like I guess she is more blue. I thought she was more turquoise.
Oh, dude, he's not. Oh my god, different blue. Jesus Christ, bruh, she's blue. Okay,
hang on. I'm gonna rest my case real quick. Hang on.
She's blue.
Look up here. Like there's hints of green and blue. There's yes, she is blue, but there's hints of green. Like there's coloration here. I see some tan. Look, I see some tan.
I see some marks on her, on her leku. Look, she's blonde blue.
No, Thrawn is darker than that. Thrawn is a little bit darker than that. Okay, okay, I'm done.
Oh my goodness! Look. Galactic Cantina says maybe a cyan saber like Luke's in A New Hope. I think that's just a time of just a relic of like that time in which they did this effects. His is blue too. The Anakin
because Empire
saber.
Look at
it's blue.
Anakin's at times almost looks even like purple, like the hue at times with different lighting, like with like how like the CG environment looks. Like sometimes like the blue almost
and like I agree, dude. In Attack of the Clones, like his looks so deep sometimes. The blue looks so deep.
But also it looks so like
he destroys that one though.
But whatever. It also looks so bright at times too, like in A New Hope. Like I think of like the Tusken scene.
Yeah, that's a good point. Really interesting. The lightsaber colors have been all over the place a little bit. But the one thing they've always nailed is Luke's green. Honestly, she's blue. Period. She has a blue period.
Tony, dude.
Oh gosh, Tony. Heard a while back that Ahsoka might be in Skeleton Crew, but not sure about it. See, I heard this 2 years ago, like when they were filming Ahsoka.
Yeah, but because we get the reports that they were going to be in a different galaxy, like the Skeleton Crews would take place in a distant galaxy, which we thought would be.
But it's not because there's X-wings.
Yes, so we know this is the New Republic.
Yeah,
but that's probably what that scoop was about. Like when you're talking about like the planet being Empire controlled, like at the time, the scoop might have been it was like a distant planet in a different galaxy. I don't know. I'm trying to connect dots to breadcrumbs, but it's...
right. No, I get you. I don't think she's going to be in the show. I don't think so.
I mean, if she shows up, she shows up. I just hope if she shows up, it has to be right for the story. Like she's in a different galaxy for a reason.
Yeah, I don't think they're in the other galaxy that she's in. I don't think they're going to that galaxy. So unless they do go to that galaxy, they're not going to see her because it would just confuse people if she was in the main
because it'd be like, whoa, how'd she get here? Like you need to explain. Like you need to explain those things. That's what I'm saying. Like Mara can't just randomly already be there. Like Luke's.
Oh yeah, that I agree with. Yeah,
Cal Kestis, sure. Cal Katarn, sure.
He could be there.
Ezra training fucking Jason, sure. But Mara, no, I don't think you can do that.
I agree.
Because then if you kill her off too, where's that emotional attachment to her being there for 8?
Herney, I'm gonna block you. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You're getting banned.
Welcome
Okay.
to the YouTube Shorts recommended.
That was your last
recommendation feed.
Yeah, that was your last chance. You're spamming the chat. I can't have it.
I gotta love YouTube.
Oh my gosh. That's gonna be the theme song for Little Max Rebo, which his name is Neil, by the way, which is just hilarious. Like they're just gonna name this kid. I mean, Max is kind of a funny name.
I also love too for Nick Frost's character, the droid. Like its name's just Smee.
Basically,
like SM33. Yeah, like
yeah. Honestly, the names just, dude. Star Wars, one thing they always nail is the names. Even looking at like the sequels, dude, Babu Frick, like, come on, that is hilarious.
I don't know, like, okay, like I know like Dank Farrik is like it's supposed to be like shit or like fuck.
I swear, yeah.
But like whenever they say it, I'm just like, oh, they can't say fuck. They have to say that instead. Like it's just funny. Like to me, it's just like that's their way of getting around like the art, like the TV MA rating. Is like,
I mean, in Endor they said shit, and they said
I mean, they had sex in Endor, dude. Like they just didn't show it.
Andor is a different animal.
Tony Gilroy, dude. That's, I don't know. I'm sorry.
And Tony fucking hates it.
Tony's gonna be back here throwing left and rights, dude, and worrying about blue periods.
Celtic Owl. It will depend on the screen used for effects, I suppose. I mean, they're gonna use the volume, so
yeah,
color won't matter.
I mean, because like, I mean, with Ahsoka, they used a lot of gray screen. Like when they were shooting, like when they shot the.
They did outdoors. Like
yeah, they did a whole bunch of gray screen stuff on a back lot for all of Morgan's shipyard in Corellia.
Yeah, well, Tony, you're gonna get banned.
You see a little mod symbol there?
Tony, you're gonna get banned. You're on thin ice, man. That is like, it's not. Look, we've had this discussion 100 times, and I'm done, man. No, you're gonna say it's not good. You're gonna say it's not good. You're gonna die on that hill. You can say you don't like it. It's not. It doesn't feel like Star Wars. That's totally fine. You're gonna say it's not good.
But then you say the second trailer for like the season 2 trailer is good. So like it has to be good then, right?
So if you care at all about the season 2 trailer, you must have liked something about season 1. I'll ban you. I'm a mod.
All right, then. I'll see you when it happens.
I stand down. Cyan is canonically.
It's true.
Kyber color. So what Jedi game? Not the Jedi Knight games, like the Survivor and
Survivor and because there's purple, cyan.
There's orange too, though.
There's pink as well. Yeah.
Have we ever seen an orange saber?
Acolyte. The yellow, half the yellow sabers looked orange, and I still think Balin as well.
They were yellow.
Balin and Shin.
Okay, yeah, Balin.
But those are, I would say, blood orange. I wouldn't even say that's orange because it's like blood orange.
They're more orange to me than anything in the Acolyte.
Cal's orange is like rustic. It looks like rust. Like it's the same. It's the same ginger as his hair.
It is. It's orange.
Like there's orange and then there's
orange on this background.
Yeah,
it's orange.
looks like the Dune Sea.
Yeah.
Actually, it wouldn't be the Dune Sea because it would be Great Scott Salt Flat.
Great Scott. Love it. Yeah. Tony, we got there eventually. It only took us a minute.
Ahsoka had orange sabers? When did Ahsoka have orange sabers?
No, he's saying Ahsoka like the show. Like that. We're talking about Balin and Shin.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think he's making
wait.
Yeah, I think he's making that same connection. We finally got there.
I was going to say because it was green, yellow, and blue, and white.
White, yeah.
I guess with Ahsoka as well.
I don't like it since it's not good. I don't even know what to say to this. Like look, I'm not saying it's like the greatest thing I've ever seen, and it doesn't even feel. I mean, Ahsoka feels more like classic Star Wars to me than Andor does. At the end of the day, so does Mando. But like, you can't deny good writing. Well written characters.
All I gotta say is just go watch episode 10 again and tell me it's bad. That's all I gotta say. Go watch Prison Break and tell me it's bad.
Yeah. Mic drop. For all the colors men don't know. like, well, like, I mean, I don't know what that means. Like, are you like fuchsia and like cyan? Like, just how like that they
Dude,
are.
I want
Like,
a burgundy
standard.
saber. I want like
blue,
burgundy.
green. Can we just go back to blue, green, red, yellow, like purple?
Purple for Sam Jackson. Like,
yeah, it's getting a little complicated over here.
Go back to what George said. The good guys are green and blue, and the bad guys are red.
Yep, and there's sometimes purple. That's basically
if you're Sam Jackson and you got bad motherfucker written on your saber, then that's all right.
There's sometimes purple. Tony loves trolling, man. That's what he's here for. About Endor specifically.
Andy Serkis. I honestly hope Andy Serkis is playing Noel in Venom: The Last Dance.
Is he in Venom: Last Dance?
Well, he directed Let There Be Carnage. But he's rumored to be playing.
Andy Serkis directed.
Yeah, he directed Let There Be Carnage. Yeah,
that is like total news to me. Yeah, I did not know he directed at all.
I'm one of the people I'm one of the people that actually like when I saw the movie, I really liked it, and I was reading for it. So I was like, dude, Andy Serkis fucking directed this.
That's like crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah, so he's allegedly. Because originally it was Norman Reedus was reported that he's playing Noel, but I'm hoping it's Andy Serkis. Anything that he's in, he's good. He should have got an Oscar for Planet of the Apes. Or an Emmy, anything.
He was so good as Caesar, man. Holy shit.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, they were murdering Ewan McGregor for me. Stap.
Let's talk about this, yeah, because Darth Ducky, number one, if you're a Ducks fan, congratulations on the number one ranking. I'm a big college football fan myself, and you guys are killing it. Number two, Ewan McGregor did say something about like we already talked about it a little bit, Kenobi season 2. He wants to do the Clone Wars stuff with Hayden, though. If they do that,
in flashbacks, in armor.
If they do that, if they do the Clone Wars, they're in the armor. I'm all on board, 100%.
Oh yeah, as long, like it depends on what it is. Like I wouldn't want them to just repeat the Clone Wars. I don't want new stories.
No, I want a new arc. Like take one of the season 8 arcs that never happened and make it happen.
Give me the story, like with Anakin and Obi-Wan talking about Ahsoka leaving the temple.
Yes, dude.
Give me that scene.
Is crazy. And if you guys haven't seen it, there's a deleted scene from the would-be season 7 of Clone Wars where Anakin and Obi-Wan are talking about Ahsoka leaving, and there's definitely some like you're getting that dark side like out of Anakin a little bit. It's cool. It's
and
really
also
cool.
Somebody animated it in the Clone Wars animation for y'all to enjoy online.
Yes,
and it looks incredible.
Yep.
I'd also love to get the conclusion with Boba and Bane, just because we saw the plate on Boba's head in Bad Batch, which to me, and in Book of Boba Fett, but like the fact that they added on Cad Bane's head the plate from Boba shooting him, that's a nod to that arc, to that.
It
scene.
Sure is, yeah.
So like we have to see it.
I think honestly, I'm kind of with you, Darth Ducky. I just think I didn't like Kenobi. Honestly, at the end of the day, I didn't like it. I thought it was a pointless story. I didn't think it did anything for Kenobi's character arc at all, really. And it just took him off world away from Luke. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But if they're gonna do a Clone Wars, live action, now's the time. These guys aren't getting any younger.
Yeah, and it's only gonna get more and more expensive as the older they get.
Yep.
And they're not gonna be able to keep doing all the physical attributes of it as well. I mean, Hayden and Ewan will probably be able to do the lightsaber choreography that they learned from Nick Gillard, but that's just because of how good Nick was training them. Like Ewan said when I was doing behind the scenes, like the second that him and Hayden got the sabers and they started practicing, it came back to him like that. Like they were rehearsing the moves from Mustafar on the Kenobi set. That's freaking cool.
I mean, they on the Kenobi set they did battle and at least the training scene, and they still got it. So I think you got to do it now if you're going to do it. Otherwise, I don't want another Kenobi story. I don't want another story about Kenobi on Tatooine because, like, keep him as like a hermit. That's what he does. He watches over Luke and he protects Luke, and that's it. Like, what else is he going to do? He can't fight Vader again.
Yeah, well, yeah, because what is this? This is gonna be like their fourth rematch then at that point. Right. Like, it definitely dulls it down. I would just like to see, like, if we're gonna get Kenobi season 2. I don't even know how you would do it, because like I honestly I don't want to be on Tatooine anymore. Not in just Kenobi.
Yeah,
Start,
but
like,
he has
get
to
us
stay
off.
there.
Well, yeah, he has to. That's the thing. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? I don't want to stay on Tatooine anymore. Like, we've been to Tatooine too long at this point. I'm starting to get irritated with sand. Like, like it's just there's just so much there's just so much Tatooine at this point.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's overboard even.
Okay, the most shown planet across all Star Wars media, I believe, has to be Tatooine.
And it's supposed to be like a backwater, like middle nowhere planet.
And where was Hoth or Endor in the sequels? You know what did show up? Tatooine. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Tatooine has literally been in everything since 2015. And at some point, like,
we're gonna see it again in this Mando movie, 100%.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just like we have hundreds of other planets.
If not thousands.
I will say that's the one thing I did enjoy with the Acolyte, is that we weren't on Tatooine as much, let alone at all. But
hey, if I could have enjoyed anything about the Acolyte, I would have.
Wait, what was that?
If I could have enjoyed anything about the Acolyte, I would have, but I didn't. So I mean, here we are. I
mean, the fight choreography was cool.
Yeah, the one scene in episode 5 was cool choreography.
I don't know. Sure. I like the finale fight with the Force Fu, but that's just
I didn't love it. I thought it was like, why is there so much slow mo? Like, it didn't feel like Star Wars to me.
It definitely didn't. It felt like it was trying to be a Hong Kong movie from the 70s and 80s. Like,
sure,
like it's trying to be Drunken Master.
It felt less like Star Wars than like Endor.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But like, it was cool to see like what this would look like in Star Wars. It just shouldn't have been in the show.
At the end of the day, I was so checked out by the finale that I don't really even remember that much. I just remember slow-mo and being like, I
was kind of just like, at that point, I was just watching it to see where it was gonna go. Like, I was just curious how they were gonna end it off.
I was just watching it so we could talk about it on here. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, after episode 3, I didn't think that we'd get a season 2. Like, I genuinely, like, I did, but I didn't.
Yeah,
like, I was thinking like, okay, like. Now that Velma is fully canceled, there's no way that Acolyte would get a second season.
Oh, once that first week of ratings got shown, we knew there wasn't going to be.
I think once you expose them with Forbes, like everyone, like the general public knew that they were fucked.
Yeah, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. No one is interested. It's gonna be a rainbow lightsaber, probably. Yes, precious Andy Serkis. Let's fucking go Ducks. Yeah, man. Yeah, I hope you guys go far, man. Rooting for you in the Big Ten. Let's see. Thoughts?
I mean, I don't know what the context would be though. Like, how did we get to that point?
I mean, remember the Yoda Force Ghost arc?
Yes.
In season 6?
Yeah, but I'm saying that's what they're gonna do with Hayden and Ewan, though. Like that's
with Ewan, like, not with Hayden. I mean, Hayden has. Oh, well, he would have to face Hayden at some point because you got to face your demons. Honestly, that's kind of where I thought we were headed originally with season 1. But that
I'm just saying with him saying that he wants to be back in the armor with Hayden. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, how did they get to that point? I wouldn't want to see Obi-Wan with the Wills. I'd want to, honestly, at that point, I'd rather just get the shit with like Chrysanthemum and like the Hutts trying to hunt down Kenobi without knowing it's Kenobi. Like
there's like someone's out there killing people.
Give me Luke in the Skyhopper, like at some point. Not like kid Luke that we saw, but like give me like Luke in the Skyhopper. I mean, when we see Luke in Rebels, he's the same age as Ezra. So that in that time frame when he's Ben Kenobi, we should be seeing that event happen anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tend to agree. I just at the end of the day, I don't want a Kenobi season 2. I want a live action Clone Wars, but I don't want a Kenobi season 2. And it sounds like he wants to be in the armor. He wants to do the Clone Wars thing.
Yeah, and at that point, I mean, Kenobi's listed as a limited series. That's what it should be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like you already lost opportunity with using dual defense and everything, like in the trailer. That's what should have been the Clone Wars trailer for like if there's a live action Clone Wars show, that's what should have been the music in the trailer.
Yeah, it should have been. Yeah, it just should have been. I mean, we have Ariana Greenblatt too now as a young Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Like, it can happen.
I mean, dude, Nick Gillard is saying that he wants to come back.
I know,
Like,
right?
And honestly, I'm only saying this because of Tom Hiddleston and now Charlie Cox as well, and Tom Holland. But honestly, I think if they were to do Clone Wars show, Hayden and Ewan would need to have like to be in like the writers' room or like, in the creative aspect of it, because of like the care that needs to be handled with the characters.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like Charlie Cox was actively in the writers' room like during like when they like fired everyone. It was like this isn't right. Same thing with like Tom Holland said that he was holding out making Spider-Man 4 because the story wasn't right.
I saw that. Yeah.
You
need the people who care about the character to have some input.
Yeah,
sure.
Tom Hiddleston helped come up with the ending for Loki season 2. Like, he was the one that wanted Loki to climb the stairs and like sit down at the time. Originally, they were just to have him fixing it, but
really?
Tom Hiddleston said that he had to sacrifice himself because of some quote that he had like seen about a Greek philosopher and glorious purpose. So that's where that came into the show.
Wow, I did not know that.
Which is cool as shit, but
that is cool. Listen to the actors sometimes, man. Sometimes, not always.
Sometimes. Yeah, I mean,
as Mark Hamill said, sometimes he had some really shitty ideas. He was like, what did he want to happen? He's like, what if he wanted Boba Fett to be Luke's mom?
What?
You haven't heard this?
No. What?
Well, oh my god. I guess he like pitched it to like George. He's like, what if like Boba Fett was like Luke's mom? And George's like, no.
I'm assuming this is when they were filming like
Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
Okay, well, okay. At that point, like, I feel like Mark was just trying to get signed on to come back. Like,
I feel like he like thought there could be another twist, like the really great twist in
like
Empire, and it's like
you're just trying to reverse it.
Yeah. Like,
I'm okay. Like the thought behind that, like I see that, like I see the vision that he was going for, but no, like,
well, like it's actually pretty interesting. He wanted I gotta find the interview, but basically he wanted Boba Fett to be his mom, but to be like a rebel spy that was like working for the Empire this whole time, and like actually gonna help them in the end. But George's like, no, we're killing off Boba Fett, and he just like kills him in like the first act of the movie.
Dude, I don't know if I could have. I don't know if I could have done that. Like,
I would have. I mean, I can't say now because that's like super revisionist history to think about it. But like,
yeah,
I mean, I can't imagine that being the case.
I would be like, I can't see that. Like, I can't see that being like a thing. Yeah. And it just makes it so much funnier that George was like, no, and then Boba just gets canned immediately. Like, it's just so funny that, like, that's, like, what came after.
Yeah,
like, they had the discussion.
You're done. Yeah.
He's like, well, I can't find a story for him, well, he's just gonna die.
Yeah. Like, kind of funny, honestly.
just give Tem a chance to come back, and we'll be happy.
Agreed.
The Galactic Cantina says, imagine if Keanu hadn't turned down the role of Master Soul in The Acolyte. So yeah, if a lot of you didn't know, that was Keanu was supposed to be Soul.
He was the original choice, allegedly, right? Yeah.
I'd say he dodged a major bullet, and I don't even think it's ending against Li Zhangjae. Like, if anything, it probably helped his career in some way, like exposing him more to like the American audience.
Yeah, he was one of the better parts of the show, I would actually even say. So I would
say he easily was, along with Daphne King and Manny Jacinto. Like, those three carried the show for me.
Yeah, they did. They carried any semblance of like needing to watch it for me. But like, I don't think Keanu saves it, honestly. And I think you're right. I think he dodged a bullet, man. I think that would have been a kind of like a mark on his career, you know?
Yeah, I think that would have been like, I don't know if it would have done anything for him, like career wise, but I think it would have been like, okay, look, why did you sign on? Because like, I don't think Keanu had any thought that Cyberpunk was not a bomb. Like I don't think he like signed on to promote it and like be in the game if he thought it was a bomb.
All right.
Like, I feel like Keanu's very.
Not only that, but Cyberpunk, smart. Like at the end of the day, Cyberpunk, yes, it had a bad like release, but it's actually doing fairly well.
Yeah.
And they did a Netflix show for Cyberpunk. They're doing another one. They just announced like a month ago. So, like, Cyberpunk is at the end of the day successful. And what did he do? A commercial? Like that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, he went to like an Xbox showcase.
He did. Yeah,
like,
he did the sure. Yeah.
I would say I didn't get around to playing it because I got the game when it came out and it was unplayable for me at the time.
Right.
Um,
For everyone.
So I didn't play it, but I saw when they released the Idris Elba DLC, and I was like, okay, that like trailer for that looks sick.
Yeah. I hear it's doing well now. I don't really play it, but I like the show on Netflix. If you guys haven't seen Cyberpunk Edge Runners, that's a great anime.
Oh, it's anime?
Yeah, it's a Netflix anime. And honestly, one of the best like new release animes I've seen in the last like 5 years. So highly recommend it. 10 episodes. Music is cool. It's great, man.
Should I play the game first to get like backstory, or do you think like there's you don't need the?
You don't need to. There's some like DLC for the show like in the game, but no, you don't need to. You don't need to play it first.
Sweet.
You'll get it. You just watch it. Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. I can't stress that enough. Bring back Cody.
They should have like that's what it should have been from the get go. It should have been Cody hunting down Kenobi.
Yeah. There's a Star Wars theory. You've seen the Star Wars theory video.
Yeah.
He talked to the original writer, and that was going to be in it.
Yeah, and we had talked about this way back when too. Like, because it was supposed to like way before the interview came out. Like we had talked about this as well. Like it was supposed to be a movie, and Cody was supposed to be a big part of that. Like at one point, there's a draft that where like I believe that like Cody and Rex were training the Empire's soldiers, like the new stormtroopers.
Yeah. They definitely had some differences, I think. Yeah. It would have been so cool to see. I mean, I would have been all on board. So
I would just want to see Tem in the actual armor, like in the actual Clone Wars armor, not CG armor. Like it looks fine.
Yeah, he's never worn real Clone Wars.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see Tem in the armor, not just providing a voice. Because obviously, you know that he didn't say anything. Like he wasn't on set. He did ADR for Rex and Ahsoka. It's like it's cool that he's there, but it's obvious that it was ADR. Yeah. Because even when he's like, "Come on, let's go," like, it just looks. It doesn't match up.
It's 100%. It's not him. Like,
yeah. Tem is like trying to like perform to that footage.
Right. He also did the voices of the clone troopers in Mando season 3.
Yeah,
the flashback or whatever.
I mean, I did the behind the scenes of Republic Commandos, and Tem had like a great time recording all of them and like getting to like voice them back to talking to each other. He was talking about like how it's very interesting getting to like talk to yourself 4 different ways. It was like it was just
he doesn't have the D. Bradley Baker like doing the whole Bad Batch. Yeah. Like that's so crazy. Ewan McGregor's brother is a pilot in the Royal Air Force. His call sign is Obi-2. Yes, it is.
And his uncle is Wedge Antilles.
Yes, his uncle is Wedge Antilles. Yeah, Dennis Lawson. And Tony from Star Wars Sith just met him, I believe, at ICCC.
Yeah.
ICCC. Yeah. Yep, that's right. Edge Runners takes place 1 year before the game. See, I didn't know. Oh. Well, I guess it makes sense when I think about how that ended, but very cool. Very cool.
Can I be honest, dude? I would love to get a Tron game like set in between Ares and Legacy.
Ooh, on the grid? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think an open world Tron game, like I think that'd be kind of cool. Oh, I don't know how you do it.
He's so sick. I mean,
Cyberpunk, sort of something like that.
It'd be expensive, but 900 plus hours. Holy shit! Nice. And I'm assuming you like Edge Runners.
I mean, I honestly, I'm excited. Now that you told me about it, like I'm excited for it.
Caleb, good point. We're totally morons because he is in the armor, dude. When he's the homeless veteran, like clone.
Oh shit! Yeah, I always forget about that. Yeah.
He's wearing the armor. Yeah, he sure is.
Okay, wow. but I'm saying like I can't like back in Cody, like because he was Cody. We saw Cody. Like, we didn't see Rex on screen in the armor, but like I want to see him as Cody in the armor, hunting down Kenobi,
not wearing a CG suit. You mean?
Basically. Yes.
Yeah.
I want to see that scar on Tem's face. We already saw scarring. We know the legacy effects can do it. Yeah, because I believe his youngest daughter was played the lady that was trying to sell him spice.
Yep, that's right.
That was his daughter.
That was
because they just did a movie together like that a couple months ago.
And obviously, Mary Elizabeth Winstead is.
Yeah, her. Yeah.
Also, she's Hera, but that's his wife. If you guys didn't know, so yeah.
The McGregor family is all across Star Wars.
They're in Star Wars.
Somebody tried telling me that like Ewan McGregor was cousins with Alec Guinness, and I was like, that's not the case. Like they would have said that in the behind the scenes when they were saying like how much you're trying to make him look like. They would have mentioned that. Like, yeah,
that would have been a big thing for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we're trying to say like he was like a nepo baby that got it because of him being related to Alec Guinness. I'm like, when the hell was he related to Alec Guinness?
Yeah, no, not the case. Not the case, people. Come on. He's only related to Wedge.
Yeah. And Wedge survives at least up until I believe current.
Yeah, Wedge survives.
He's in Rise. Yeah, because he's in Rise. He's like, nice. That's fine, right, Lando?
Yep.
Yeah. As he's on the tail gun.
Would have liked to see him in an X-wing, but hey, what can you do? Right.
Thank you. I was just about to say, there's no way that Lawrence of Arabia and Ewan McGregor are in the same like family tree. Sorry,
yeah, it's not the case. It's not the case, people. All right, you got anything else, man? I'm about ready to head out of here. So I know you're gonna do this Penguin watch party.
Yeah, shit, I do got. It's 9 o'clock. Oh shit. Yeah. Well, got a new episode to watch.
Yeah.
Did you watch episode 4? Can we talk about Penguin real quick? Did you watch episode 4?
No. I know.
Dude,
I know.
You gotta watch it.
No. I know. We'll talk. But yeah.
I was say, you watched episode 3, right? Did you see episode 3?
No, I'm on a 2, man. I'm behind. I'm way behind. Yeah. So.
I mean, okay. As of right now, you have the 2 best episodes back to back. So I don't know about 5, but you're gonna have the 2 best ones so far back to back.
Okay. So you're saying I'm about to binge them?
Yeah, and then you can watch my video.
Okay. Fair enough. I know. Obviously, I will once I get that done.
I don't want you to spoil it though for yourself. So.
Oh no, I'm like I try to like stay away from all the spoilers. So I'm like behind on so much stuff, man. It's like stuff's coming out. I need to catch up.
So I don't know if I told you, like I'm supposed to release a second Penguin video, but episode 4 kind of just was like this. What happened? And I'm like, well, I can't make my video now. I'm like, well, like that entire video, like the half of that video I already edited. I'm like, that's that can't work. No.
Okay, interesting.
Because like, and that's why I was waiting because I wanted to see like how it was gonna play out before jumping the gun, which I'm glad that I did it the way I did.
That's good. Yeah, that is good.
Dude. Let me know how you feel about episode 3 and 4, and I'm excited for 5.
Awesome. Well, yeah, go ahead and watch it. And everyone who's joining the stream, thanks. Number 1. Number 2, if you're gonna watch the Penguin, you should head over to Caden's channel if you're probably already on there and watch it with him.
Also, number 3, Joe just hit 12K, so congrats also to hitting 12K.
12K. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Appreciate everyone's support, and yeah, let's just keep doing this, man. It's a lot of fun. And we definitely need to have some guests, though. We've been talking about it. We're going to try and get some guests for you guys. So switch it up a little bit.
Just need people to respond to emails, and we're chilling. I have like 4 or 5 right now that I've been waiting on a response on for a while.
Yeah,
so.
Just need to get on schedules, and we'll be okay. So yeah, we're getting there.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time, and may the force be with you.
Deuces.
Yeah.